going on in the States, and it's just everything's starting to like really heighten for us. And I'm like, my dad, my mom are a little older. They're healthy, they're fine. But I want to be able to spend time with them. I left when I was like 18 years old.
Yeah.
So I've seen them in like the holidays, if that. So we decided to come home, and we managed my family's inn up in Manila, Utah, at the Flaming Gorge.
Gotcha.
My grandpa and his brothers bought it in 1972.
Oh.
Dwindled down to him, and then my grandmother, and then now my mom and her sisters own it. Alexa and I went and we ran the inn, and then her sister Tara as well was an innkeeper. And when I say we ran the inn, Alexa and her sister Tara ran the inn, and I had all my friends come up, and we were very irresponsible during COVID, and we partied and fished, and we held pop-up dinners up there, and we just had a good time. It was just like the best summer of my life.
Did you ever get COVID?
I never got COVID. I was good. I wore a mask, like occasionally I'd find myself drunk and I'd be like, hugging people I didn't know, but I go take a test. No COVID.
Yeah,
okay,
for
good.
sure.
Be good, Kevin. And I go back to
don't hug anyone. That's funny.
I'm a hugger.
Yeah.
And so we just hung out up there until like October, and then we moved to Salt Lake City, and I just started kicking it, and now the stress levels are high, right?
Got you.
I'm like, fuck. I should have taken that job in Hong Kong. Like, fuck. I should have moved to Denmark. Damn it. I got another job thing going in Oregon, and I'm like, should I do it? Should I do it? And I'm like starting to get really stressed. But at this point, we've moved. We've been we did 5 different countries, and we've moved like 3 times.
Yeah. And
we still don't have our belongings. They're all still in China. Do I want to move again? Like, no, not really. And so a recruiter finds me and asks me if I want to do this private chef gig. And so here I am now. And I'm a private chef for this family in Park City.
Sweet.
And it ain't bad.
Yeah, I'm private chefing too, man. It's the life, baby.
It's nice. It's nice. It's like half the work hours. And I'm like, I come home at like 7:30, and I'm like, babe, let's put the game on.
Yeah.
Crack a beer.
Exactly.
It's
let's
nice.
hang out. Yeah.
And like I'm very fortunate. The family that I work for is super easygoing.
Yeah.
They're really cool. They're fun. They're very close to my age, which makes me think a little bit more about my life decisions.
It's like young money millionaire, and he's like 30. He's like fucking
35 years old.
3 years older than you. You're like, fuck you.
Yeah, but they're just so fun, and they like to eat.
Yeah,
they love to eat, and they don't care what I cook.
That's the best.
I can cook anything I want, and so like we hit it heavy on pasta. I'll get ducks in and age those, barbecue over like Benchotan and stuff. I'll like. I started doing pizza once a week. I got a little pizza oven I'm borrowing from a friend, and I'll do pizza like once a week. And like, it's okay. It's pretty good. I'm happy with it.
Yeah,
it's getting better.
You're working on it.
Yeah, and it's just a ton of fun. They got 2 little kids. One of them hates my food, but I give it to her anyways. Me and her go at it.
She'll never remember.
I have to remind myself she's only 4 years old.
Yeah,
it's not really hurting my feelings. I just think it is.
Yeah.
So.
That's funny. Take it super personal.
Yeah.
You're like, I won't have this. Kick her out of your restaurant. You're like, we live here. We live here, man.
She's like, I only like eating at restaurants.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think you understand, but this is a restaurant.
Yeah.
I'm running it just like one.
It's my restaurant. Yeah. That's funny. So what's the plan in the future here? What are you trying to do?
Well, I'm now comfortable, right? And I feel good about where I am. I'm back home. I got a sick apartment. I got like a couple new animals, which we weren't animal people before, but we are now. And my wife loves Salt Lake City more than I do, but I also really like it. And, and so I think now that it's time to be just a little patient, and then big plans in the future.
For sure.
I'm definitely going to do something, and it's gonna be sooner than later. That's for sure. I'm really excited about it. Lex and I have been working on some things here and there. I'm not going to get into details and stuff because things are subject to change. Yeah. And I told the whole world I was going to move to China and open a restaurant with this guy, and it never happened.
Yeah.
And then I'm like working for this other guy in China, and people are confused, and everybody thinks I got fired from the other one.
Yeah.
And like it's like, well.
It's got to be bad with people writing articles about you that you didn't ask to be written about you.
Yeah. Well, they had to, like, publicity for the restaurant.
Okay, gotcha.
I thought it was cool. I was like, I was sick.
I got an article. So what are we doing tomorrow?
So tomorrow. So yeah. By the way, we're in Idaho.
Yeah.
We're in Twin Falls, Idaho, and I used to come up here for Atelier Crenn, and this was a project I was super into when I worked there, and I would come up here and make my own caviar, and then you get these guests. They're like, "You didn't make caviar. You can't make caviar," and I'm like, "Well, if you like to hear about it, I got a minute," and I get to tell them about the whole process.
Yeah,
not too detailed because it's a secret. But it's pretty cool. So we come up here this is my third trip to Idaho. It's I think my fifth time making caviar with California Caviar Company.
The secret is adobo.
That's sabor. But it's pretty fun. So we're gonna get up early in the morning. We're gonna jump in these tanks. And unlike most caviar farms, this one is pretty unique. Where there's streams from the river that branch off from the river, and they run into these tanks where the fish are, and then they run out. So the tanks are constantly being purged with super cold mountain water from Idaho.
Whoa! And
it causes the sturgeon to be a little smaller than normal because they're reserving all their fat to surround their ovaries to protect them from the cold.
Really?
I don't know. For some reason, I think that makes the eggs taste better. You'll be able to see them tomorrow. Big, beautiful green eggs. It's crazy.
Whoa!
And you wouldn't expect caviar from Idaho to be delicious, but I think it's some of the best. And so we got to do a biopsy on the fish, and then we're gonna we'll do egg extracting. We're gonna do the whole processing and salting and tinning and stuff. And it's a lot of fun. And then in the future, for my employers who love eating caviar, and for some of the dinners I'll be doing soon, I'll have my own caviar that I made that nobody else can buy.
Gotcha, yeah.
And if I can't use it all, she'll sell it, which is nice.
Yeah.
So it doesn't go bad.
Heard that. So does she keep it?
Yeah, so she stores everything.
And who is this? Who are we talking about?
So this is Deborah Keene. She's the owner of California Caviar Company.
California Caviar Company.
That's it. It's in Sausalito. She's got a couple farms that I know of, but Homestay is in Sausalito. She's got a showroom there, a little processing kitchen for doing caviar making there, and then that's where she ships everything out of.
Got you.
And so when I was working at Crenn, it was super nice because they just drive it right over to us. But I mean, I've been continuing to work with her outside of everything else, and I just get shipments 24 hours. Shipped to my house, and everything is always really nice. And I've been working with Deb now for 4 years.
Whoa. So, okay. Relationship strong.
Yeah, I mean, you try and hold on to those ones. I'm still working with my fish guys from Crenn. Still working from some of the other guys, the other purveyors as well. Salt Lake City has a lot of really good things going for them. I don't think that the fish scene has really hopped off yet. There's only there are two fish guys. And it's pretty limited. So I'm like, I'll just use my guy from San Francisco because he's got everything. He'll just ship it to me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's nice about being a personal chef and having no cost. I'm getting my shit from water to table.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, I use water table 4-star.
Yeah,
and it's nice, man.
Yeah,
it's nice. I don't got to worry about anything. There's no percentages and spreadsheets and shit. I have them in real life. I have to do those in real life, but.
Fuck yeah.
Everybody does.
All right. Well, fucking episode 25, Suciotalk down. There's going to be a part 2.
Woo! I'm out of breath, guys.
Yeah. Now we're going to get fucked up now, I think.
That's happening.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we're in a weird hotel room with one bed. I'm going to sleep on the floor.
Maybe.
That's fine. All right. I'll be harvesting caviar tomorrow. Suciotalk signing off, episode 25. Tune in next week for... I don't know yet because I haven't recorded it.
Good night, everybody.